All right, y'all. I had to lay down and get relaxed for this one. Diddy. Okay, let's talk Diddy. I'm trying to get caught with my celebrity videos. And y'all know I don't like to talk about celebrities. I only do this because y'all be bothering me. Spiritual whistleblower, what do you think about Diddy? What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one in the news? I only do it because y'all requested. I fucking hate celebrities. And if it was up to me, I'd just say they're all narcissists. They all are. They all are money hungry. They're hungry for fame, hungry for money. They're all abusers. They ain't messing with children. They're fucking swingers in open marriages. They're toxic as fuck. I don't like talking about celebrities, but I do it for y'all. Okay. So my predictions for Diddy. Here we go. So I think today the prosecution wrapped up their closing statements and to the jury. And I think between yesterday and today, they were doing their closing remarks, to summarize how all the evidence adds up to the RICO, the racketeering case against Diddy. So they basically had to gauge the jurors, pull them in, and bust it down bit by bit how all the evidence connects everything and everyone to Diddy, how he used his staff as co-conspirators to carry out the crimes, how everything was paid for, everything was tied to his company credit card, the arson, the kidnapping. So in my opinion, I think the prosecution, they nailed that motherfucker to the cross today. I don't know, all these people, I said I could see who all the fucking abusers are in the comment section. Free Diddy, free Diddy. This is not a RICO. This is a case of domestic violence. No, bitch, he committed a crime. He hired fucking prostitutes and flew them across state line. Prostitution on it is fucking illegal, bitch. It's trafficking. Y'all fucking dumbasses. What? This is not about him versus Cassie. This is not a domestic violence fucking case. This is a fucking federal case, goddammit. And the New York Southern District, the FBI, they have, what is it, a 97%, 98% conviction rate? New York doesn't play, bitch. The feds don't play in New York. So the prosecution was laying down the evidence. They were connecting all the dots when they summarized. They got right to it. I personally think they did an excellent job of the closing remarks. Everything was tied to RICO. They have proven RICO beyond, this is my opinion, they have proven it beyond reasonable doubt. The evidence is overwhelming. They have video footage. They even said Cassie, because they let the jurors watch some of the freak off tapes. And they said in one of the videos, Cassie was unconscious and they were still fucking her. She was limp and unconscious. And Diddy still had the fucking sex worker fucking her while she was unconscious. And they said you could see the jurors jumping and, flinching their eyes. Like, those videos were hard to watch. Lord knows what was on them fucking freak off tapes. And he's in the background giving directions. He's in some of the videos. Like, the prosecution did their motherfucking thing. I don't know where all these, yes, I do. All these narcissists in the comment section that are fucking delusional. He didn't do it. Free Diddy. He gonna walk. He gonna walk. Da, 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 da. Shut up, bitch. I don't know what fucking trial are you watching? Are we watching the same trial? Because are we watching the same motherfucking trial? Because I'm sitting here watching the prosecution. They stacking evidence, baby. They stacking that shit. We got voicemail, videos, text message. They confiscated Christina Coram, that's Diddy's right hand assistant. They got her phone. They lifted everything off her phone. Baby, her phone by itself connects all the co-conspirators that carried out the crimes under Diddy's leadership. He gave the orders. That is RICO. I don't know what people are fucking. Bitch. Oh, the prosecution did their thing, baby. It's overwhelming evidence. It's not a little bit. And they talking about they dropped the charges. They didn't drop no charges. What they did was they made everything they simplified things so that the jurors can have a better understanding of what to say guilty and not guilty. They cleaned it up and made it simplified for the jurors to understand. All they need to prove is 2 of those charges, and that's your RICO. And they have all these charges. Let me tell y'all something. He's guilty. He did the shit. The prosecution, to me, and then the defense, he can't call no witnesses, and he can't get on the motherfucking stand himself. What the fuck is Diddy gonna say? And who is going to come to his defense? So the burden is on the prosecution to prove that he's guilty. As the defense said, we not touching that bitch. It's going to be interesting how the defense closes out tomorrow. I bet you they're going to wrap it up. What can they say? What I predict the defense will say is these were relationships were consensual. He didn't really. No, bitch. And then what they gonna say is, yeah, what he did was terrible. He was abusive, but did he really commit a crime? That's what they're gonna play. They're gonna play off of the domestic violence and say everything was consensual. His exes were bitter. No, bitch. That motherfucker was running a whole empire and committing crimes under the umbrella of his corporation. Using a company credit card to buy drugs and buy, prostitutes, sex workers. That's RICO. Hello, somebody tell these slow motherfuckers out here what the fuck racketeering is. It's organized crime, bitch. You're breaking the law on a federal level and you're using your employees to carry out the orders, bitch. Racketeering, that is RICO. He's 100% guilty of it. Prosecution did their job. Where I'm concerned is the jury. Because the jury is not sequestered, and if y'all don't know what the word sequestered means, it means when the judge orders the jury to be sequestered, it means they have to, they can't go home. They have to stay in a hotel. They stay like in a private location, in a private hotel. So the media can't get to them. There's no outside interference. They're isolated away from everybody. So nobody can interfere with the jurors after, every day after this trial is, the sessions are over. Because the judge did not order the jury to be sequestered, they were allowed to go home. And if they're allowed to go home, they get to turn on the TV. They get to get on social media and see what everybody is saying and see what's going on. Even though the judge told them stay off of TV and don't go online. They did, y'all. They did. So that's my fear that Diddy, the only way that he will walk away from this not guilty is if he tampers with the jurors. If one of the jurors does not agree with the rest, it's going to be a hung jury. That's my fear. That's the only way he could walk is if he pays one of the jurors off. He pays the jurors to throw the fucking decision off. Because otherwise, he's going to do that time. They're going to find him guilty. If he's not able to get to any of the jurors, he will be found guilty. That's my prediction. Now, if it comes out to not guilty, we know he tampered with the jury. There's just too much evidence. Too much motherfucking evidence. And what else creeps me out is today his daughters, all 3 of them were there. All 3 of them were there. And you remember how last time the twins were wearing jet black and Chance was wearing, I think Chance is the older daughter. She's a sweetheart though. Chance was wearing all white, like an angel. She stood out from the twins. They were wearing black. Today, the twins were wearing all white suits and they made Chance put on the black. And I'm just like, huh? That's their father telling them how to dress. Wear white, so they'll feel sad, so that they'll feel compassion for your daddy. Y'all need to dress in white so y'all look like angels coming to support your daddy, and maybe the jury will go easy on me. He is so fucking manipulative. He uses them kids as, I'm telling you, he don't love them kids. He used them, that they're part of his PR campaign to clean up his image, to make him look like a good guy. I hate how he uses them kids. I can't stand his sons. I can't stand that Christian Combs. Ugh. Oh, that little boy is so annoying. But yeah, y'all, that's my prediction. He's guilty. If it comes out not guilty, we know he tampered with the jury. There ain't no fucking way. Prosecution did their motherfucking job. Rico is proven beyond reasonable doubt. It's just too much overwhelming fucking evidence stacked against him. Too much. Way too much. Now, if the jury does right and they find him guilty, I believe they can find him guilty more. There's more than two. I think he's going to get at least 20, 30 years. At least 20 to 30 years in prison. If they find him guilty of multiple, now we're looking at 50, 60 years. He's going to die in prison. If somebody don't fucking take his life while he's in there. Somebody don't Jeffrey Epstein him. Wait a minute. Epstein took his own life. I forgot. We'll have to see. But that's my prediction. Let's talk about Diddy in the comment section, y'all. He's a fucking... He is like... I feel like he's a top lieutenant for the devil. I think the devil, Satan... He has different people at different rankings doing his dirty work on earth. That's the narcissist, the sociopath, psychopath. Diddy is what we call dark triad, dark tetrad. He is the narcissist, psychopath, Machiavellian, sadist, all wrapped into one. But I think he's a high-ranking warlock. He's a high-ranking demonic lieutenant of the devil. And I just, like, anybody that is saying free Diddy at this point is also a worker of Satan. Y'all be careful. Y'all pay attention to these people that support Diddy, because they're dangerous. These people will molest children. They're pedos. They'll rape women. They do horrible things to people. They're meant to destroy the human race. That's what Satan orders his children to do, is to destroy God's children. So just pay attention who's talking that free Diddy crap, and get the fuck away from them. I don't care if they're in your family. Get away from them. All right? Tell me what y'all think in the comments about this Diddy. Give me y'all predictions. I say guilty, but if the jury finds him not guilty, that means he tampered with one of the jurors. It's going to be a hung jury to throw the trial off. Okay? Let's talk. Let's see what happens.